Good day, YouTube. Hope everyone's having a lovely day. So today, I'm stuck in Atlanta traffic this morning, and it's like really stuck. Everybody knows what I'm talking about when the traffic just won't move, people standing outside their trucks or in their cars and all that type of stuff. But on another note, it just made me realize that no matter who you are, what you do, if you're driving, you're going to be stuck in this traffic. There's no way around it. No matter how much money you have, no matter what you've accomplished, if you're a human and you're driving and that traffic stops, then you stop. And that just makes me, think that no matter what, people always are going to be going through some stuff. Everybody has something to go through, no matter where they come from, or who they are, or the circumstances. As humans, we all have stuff we got to go through. And when you all have stuff you got to go through, then it's just another reason to be happy, because you realize that no matter what you have to overcome, there's a way around it. And that means that somebody has overcame it before. Somebody with less than you have has overcame it. So it's just another reason we got to be happy, because every single day we're out here, there's things we have to be grateful. I think the best way to be happy in life is to be thankful for what you have. We get so caught up in focusing on other people's lives and the things that we may see on social media and the lives that other people are living, and we focus on the things that we don't have. But sometimes, like for example, I'm stuck in traffic, but I have the ability to make this video. I have the ability, I realize that I'm still living. I can read, there's other things I can do. I can listen to music. There's just other things I can enjoy. I just have to take my mind off the fact that I'm stuck in traffic. The other stuff is, it's going to be all right. The traffic is going to pass eventually. And as long as I'm still living, I might be a little late to where I'm going, but I'm still going to accomplish what I have to accomplish at the end of the day. And it's not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. So just being thankful for what we have is it's just probably the most important part in being happy, and just not focusing on the things that we don't have. It's also important to realize that, situations get bad, but they could always be worse. There's somebody who's always going through something, and they have it 10 times as worse as you do, and a lot of times they actually make it out that situation. So that should be inspiring and should be some type of motivation to keep going, so you can overcome whatever it is that you're going through. What I'm really trying to say is that it's just important to have a positive mindset no matter what it is that you're going through. And I know that sounds so cliche and basic and something that you hear every day, but it's really, you live a better life when you focus on the positives and you focus on that aspect, because there's always bad things, there's always negative things going on. But if you focus on the negative, then you're just going to be a negative person. There's always a way around whatever you're going through. And like I said earlier, somebody who has less or had the situation harder than you, they made it out some way, somehow. So you can do the same. Now, being happy doesn't always mean that you're satisfied with where you are in life. It just means that you're happy that there's things to enjoy in life, and that you're here, and that you're able to make something out of it. That doesn't mean that you just want to stay where you're at. I think many people get the things mixed up, where they think if they're not satisfied with their life and where things are currently at, then they can't be happy. And that's just not the way to live life, because it might take you 10 years to accomplish a goal, or longer, but it's a waste of life. It's a waste of 10 years if you don't enjoy other things while you're on that journey to actually make that happen. So it's just something to keep in mind, because plenty of times we get that mixed up and we end up being depressed because we're not where we want to be, and then we're sad for the whole entire time during that process. It really pays off to be grateful, not just on Thanksgiving, but like every day, because there's someone out there that's striving and dying to be in the position that you already are in. You got to think outside of the box. You got to think outside of your life and really focus on everything else. I feel like being happy is a matter of not being selfish and thinking about others and thinking about the grand scheme of things in life. You might be going through a lot or going through a tough time, but there's somebody who thinks your tough time is easy because of the things that they're going through. So it's just something you got to keep in mind. There's really levels to it. You really got to think about those times in life where you're stressing about something so much, and you're stressing, and then finally you actually overcome what you're going through, and then you look back at that period of time you were stressing so hard about it, and you're like, dang, it wasn't even worth stressing that much. Now you look back and you're like, damn, that's like an hour a day or however long it was that you were actually just mad and stressing and not enjoying other things in life that you could have been enjoying. So it just makes you, have a different perspective later on. And it's something we got to keep in mind when we actually go through things in the future, because no matter what, we're going to go through something else. So, but it makes sense to, go through it, but don't stress over it too much, because most of the time it's going to be all right. We're going to make it through. And as long as we're still living, then we have a chance to overcome whatever it is that we're trying to overcome. If you guys like positive messages and things of that nature, and making the most out of your life, then this is the channel you want to follow. I got a book on Amazon. It's called Overcome the Opposition. It's about overcoming obstacles and just having an overcoming mindset.